Network maps are not the end of intelligence work. They are the beginning. Link analysis software can reveal clusters, central nodes, and communication patterns. But a visual graph does not automatically produce action. So how does UK intelligence turn network data into operational decisions? How does structure become strategy? The first step is validation. Raw network data must be verified. False positives exist. Coincidental connections happen. Shared devices do not always mean coordination. Analysts cross-check data accuracy, time alignment, device identifiers, source reliability. Before escalation, structure must be credible. The second step is contextual assessment. A central node in a network may be influential, or it may simply be active. Volume of communication alone does not imply threat. Intelligence teams assess intent indicators, capability indicators, trajectory signals. Is rhetoric escalating? Are logistics emerging? Is travel planned? Are funds moving? Network structure gains meaning only when paired with context. Next comes risk modelling. This is where analytical judgment meets structured frameworks. UK intelligence assessments often evaluate three key dimensions: intent, capability, immediacy. Intent asks, is there evidence of violent aspiration? Capability asks, does the network have resources or access? Immediacy asks, is there temporal pressure or mobilization? Network data informs all three, but it does not answer them alone. At this stage, decision pathways begin to form. Operational options vary. Not every network requires disruption. Not every escalation requires arrest. Possible outcomes include continued monitoring, intelligence collection expansion, safeguarding intervention, covert surveillance authorisation, referral to policing partners. The response must match the assessed risk. Multi-agency coordination is often involved. Intelligence services do not operate in isolation. Assessments may be shared with counter-terrorism policing, joint analysis centres, regional intelligence units, structured data feeds, structured briefings. Structured briefings inform operational planning. A critical component is proportionality. Operational decisions must be lawful and necessary. Data analysis may suggest risk, but legal thresholds govern action. Authorisations are required for surveillance, data access expansion, search warrants, device seizure. Intelligence informs requests. Judicial oversight authorises execution. Another key element is scenario modelling. Analysts often test hypothetical developments. If the network expands, what is the likely trajectory? If one central node is removed, does the network fragment? If communication spikes continue, what escalation pattern emerges? Software can simulate network disruption scenarios, but human judgment remains central. Technology supports. It does not command. Operational decision-making also considers unintended consequences. Premature disruption may expose intelligence capabilities, fragment networks into harder-to-track structures, accelerate mobilization. Delayed action may increase risk, allow coordination to solidify, enable access to materials. Timing is strategic. Network data helps inform that timing. In some cases, intelligence leads to covert disruption. In others, it leads to overt intervention. In some, it results in no immediate action at all. Silence can be a strategy. Monitoring can be deliberate. The absence of visible enforcement does not mean inaction. It may mean continued assessment. It is important to understand the boundary between intelligence and evidence. Operational decisions can be based on intelligence thresholds. Prosecution requires evidential thresholds. If the situation escalates toward criminal activity, police take the lead. Evidence must then be gathered lawfully and independently. Network data may guide investigators, but court outcomes require admissible material. Modern counter-terror work is increasingly data-driven, but it is not automated. Algorithms surface patterns. Software maps structure. Risk frameworks organize assessment. Human analysts interpret. Senior officials authorize. Legal oversight validates. Operational teams execute. It is a layered system. So how does UK intelligence turn network data into operational decisions? By validating structure, by contextualizing behaviour, by modelling risk, by coordinating across agencies, by applying proportional legal thresholds, and by matching response to assessed trajectory. Network maps reveal structure. Operational judgment determines action. In the digital age, prevention depends not only on detection, but on disciplined decision-making. If you want to explore how those operational decisions translate into disruption, arrest, or prosecution, those stages are covered across the wider UK intelligence and counter-terror series on this channel.